Hello, welcome to episode 27 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. One thing about this episode is I know it's going to be peak. And you know why, because I see that shiny, bald head on my screen right now, and you know what that is. The last time I had a laugh attack, dude, was at this guy right here. My man was talking about the nothingness, the piece of nothingness or something. I don't remember his quotes, okay? Shut up. This guy probably has more important lore than I gave him credit for originally. I'm assuming he isn't just some random old man that was talking to Stark. I assume he has some type of role, but it's just the way they introduced him in that episode. What was it, episode 21? 22? I think it was episode 22 or 23. But the way they introduced him before the second exam was just, dude, it was just too funny. I don't know why. I don't know what it was. It just made me laugh, dude. It was so funny. All right, but let me think. What else, before we begin, what happened last time? Is there anything I'm excited for? Anything that I'm expecting? Not really. I'm not expecting anything. I think that we pretty much summed everything up last time. I think last time everything was cleared up. The only other things I could maybe bring up is maybe learning a little bit more lore about other people, you know, like some of the characters that remain. But we are now down to the final, I don't remember how many there was, like 8? 12, 8 or 12, something like that. There was like a certain number. I didn't count them. I should have counted them. Now I'm mad at myself. Why didn't I count them? I could remember everyone who was available, but I don't feel like doing that right now because I'm very tired. It's almost 2 a.m. But what I will say is Mathode is, I feel like, the one to look out for. I'm interested to see what more she can do. Because, UwUMisa too. I'm definitely looking out for both of them because I think they have more to offer than what we've seen. Last time, we finally got to see the full Frieren replica v Frieren fight. My god, that was insane. I'm not even going to go into detail on that, dude. Like, go watch last video. If you did not watch the last 2 videos, go watch them. That was, like, I was left speechless in one of them, and the other one, I got so excited that I'm pretty sure the mic peaked. I haven't edited the previous episode yet, but pretty sure the mic peaked. I'm pretty sure that sucker peaked, you know what I mean? I got so loud that I could hear myself through my headphones. Like, it was wild. But it was good. I don't regret a thing, dude. We got to see all the replicas. We learned a bunch of the weaknesses of the remaining teams, or the remaining individuals, people, the mages, coming up with different terms for some reason. Why am I synonyms? They're not even synonyms, dude. They're not even synonyms. We've learned a bunch of the weaknesses for the remaining candidates. I just keep coming up with new ones, dude. I'm like a dictionary, dude. Call me a thesaurus. Yeah, I'm hoping this is a Stark-oriented episode. I'm saying that purely off the screenshot we're seeing here. I would love that. I don't think they're gonna do another thing like they did before where they're just walking around town. Maybe a little bit. There might be a little bit of that, but I don't think they're just going to rehash the same episode again where they're just walking around town. I think there's going to be something here. Even if it's like them walking around town for a lot of the episode, I think there's still going to be something here that's going to be a little bit more standout, right, than just them walking around town like they did in the previous episode, that before the second test. I mean, there's more stuff. Like, Frieren summoned a golem last time. That was crazy. We got to learn a massive amount of information. We just got like pummeled with information about Frieren's her spells and like her repertoire. That was crazy. Apparently UwUMisa can take down Senza, which was not surprising, but also her whole emotional thing is wild. She can cut things by just thinking she can cut things, which is cool. No, that's it. That's probably it. I think so. Let's hope there's more Stark stuff going on. That would make me happy. I would love to see Stark stuff. That would make me have a satisfying experience, and I would succumb to my happiness. Stark the Succulent. All right, let's start. Shit, dude. Let's just go. I hope we get more Stark is what I'm hoping for. Oh, and we got some wisdom being thrown onto us with this old guy. I'm down. Okay. Bro, is he actually teaching? Okay, I laughed before, but I'm actually now genuinely curious if this guy actually means anything, you know? This again. He's here again. Bro, what is he even talking about, Stark? She's gonna ask who he... Wait, what? Is she good? What'd you do this time, Stark? It was 100% Frieren. Frieren definitely did some shit. It's always Frieren. Well, it's not always Frieren. It's always Frieren or Stark, but Stark is out here meditating, so it's probably Frieren. Which is crazy, because I mean, wait. Could Fern be upset because Frieren said she underestimated her? No, she smiled, so she. I don't know. I don't know, dude. They did something. She did something. I don't know, dude. Something happened. Episode 27, An Era of Humans. Again, how many arguments are they gonna have? Come on. So, I think I see the problem with this. That staff was given to her by Heiter, I think, right? So she probably wants to repair it. She doesn't want to buy a new one because that staff has sentimental meaning. You know what's also pretty apparent here is that Stark is now signed. Stark is now the remediator. He now handles the arguments instead of being a part of them. I think Stark has now matured enough where he knows what not to do to piss Fern off, but now he also has to deal with helping them. Well, no, that's not entirely true because let's be honest, him sleeping in late and drinking juice in the middle of the night isn't great. Fern used her most powerful technique against him, the penguin smash or something. I don't know. Yo, the penguin waddle was great though. Yeah, that was a great decision by the animators. The penguin waddle, best Fern emote ever. But I mean, I get it. I understand both sides, right? Obviously, Fern wants to maintain that sentimental value with her old staff and get it repaired because, you know, Heiter, she probably misses Heiter and she wants to remember Heiter. But at the same time, I understand where Frieren's coming from because having a new staff is probably beneficial. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, a staff is just a weapon or it's just an object. It's not actually tied to the person. The person that you're thinking of is purely through memories or something. I don't know, dude. I'm not a memoryologist or whatever. I don't know. But I see both sides is what I'm trying to say. I was right. So Hector did give her the staff. I thought he did. I assumed he did. Wait, why is Kana saying that like she failed? Kana's she's probably trying to cheer up Lawina, but yeah. Kana's fine. Yo, Lawina wants head pats. Oh my god. Yo, I hate all of you, by the way. All of you telling me this is not Yuri, or you're all stupid. I'm just kidding. But there are some people who said that they're just really good frenemies. I don't think you guys know what you're talking about. Some of you have never seen Cosmic Princess Kaguya. I have. I saw it months ago and I still haven't edited it yet, dude. Dude, I recorded like 7 hours of footage. I can't, it's taking forever to edit. Alright, I'm working on it, okay? Whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Just give her a head pat, Kana. Just make her happy. She's going through a tough time. That's nice, by the way. So it looks like Frieren is, that looks like Fern's broken staff, so I think Frieren's going to get it fixed for her as an apology. Dude, Frieren's learning. I'm telling you, she's learning. And then for some reason, Deacon and Laufin are here in Richter's shop. I gotta say, I've said this before about how much I like Laufin's design, and I just like designs like hers. I always have. It's just always been something I've liked. Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, Tintin or, like, Chun-Li or anything like that. I don't have, like, an interest in those designs, but I just like, I don't know what it is. There's just certain aspects of the hairstyle that I like. It's not that I like the characters. Like, Laufin is cool. I like martial arts characters. They're cool. But it's not like... That's not why I like them. It's just the hairstyle. I don't know. And who likes Tintin, honestly? I mean, no, I'm just kidding, by the way. For all my Tintin fans out there, she is a 10 out of 10, if you know what I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Obviously, this is Boruto Tintin, all right? Nobody cancel me, all right? I'm not there yet. I can't be canceled just yet. I mean, I guess I could be, technically, but if I keep talking, I'm gonna bury myself even deeper. What the hell was I even talking about in the first place? Why did I get on a rant? So, yeah, Frieren's probably going to fix her staff. I was gonna say something about Richter and him here in his shop. Oh, Laufin. I'm surprised Laufin made it over Richter. As much as I dislike Richter, I will say that. You guys have kind of know that by now. I've joked about it, but I do generally not like the characters who are overconfident the way that he is. And even though I'm not a huge fan of him, I still think that he is better, more powerful, better strategically than Laufin. I don't think Laufin has the abilities to be a first-class mage. And I mean that with all respect, obviously. Like, I love Laufin's character, but it's like, when putting her next to literally any of the other mages in the final lineup, even Kana, I'd say, it's hard for me to think that she could stand on the same plateau or the same, like, way, what do you call it? Line. No. Surface. God damn it. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's, as much as I like her character and I like her hairstyle, as stupid as that sounds, I just can't see her standing in the same in the same room with them, basically. I don't know if that's going to come up later. I don't know if that's going to mean anything, or maybe I'm just being an ass, which is possible. But that's just where I'm at right now, thinking with her. Bro, she eating her donut again. I love it. Oh, that's so. Look at her, dude. That's so nice. She's offered. Why is she always munching, dude? But she offered some. Look, dude. I'm telling you, Laufen's great. As much as I don't know how she managed to stay alive and in the group for this long, I like her, dude. And maybe I'm being too harsh, because I mean, she did do really well in all the scenarios, and obviously she did really good in the King's Tomb. Like she held her own. She didn't pop her bottle, but I'm probably being too harsh. I am probably being too harsh. I'll step back. All right, let me step back for now, because I don't want to make the Laufen stands upset, because I'm with you guys. I'm a stan too, I'm just saying. That's true. That's true, Dinkin. Words to live by. No matter how foul your mood is, you gotta keep working. No matter how tired you are, even if you're on your 10th cup of coffee or your 3rd pot, whatever, dude, you gotta keep working. Words to live by. Or in my case, you're up at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. Or sorry, Sunday morning now. Instead. And you only sleep a few hours on weekends so you can do other things. High five, Richter. Yeah, I'm with you. I do want to say this, though. I don't hate Richter. I think I've done a pretty good job of maintaining not hating him, or like kind of not saying that specific phrase. If I have, I apologize for my hypocrisy. But I don't hate Richter. I don't genuinely hate him. I don't. I think that he is overconfident. I think that he has qualities that I don't like in people, in characters, and whatever. Like, I don't like certain of his certain qualities, but I don't think he's evil. I don't think that he's some, horrible person. I do think he has remorse, and I do think that he does things in his own way, even if I don't agree with certain things that he does, So I just want to clarify that, because if everything I've said has come off as hatred, I just want to make sure you know that that's not entirely true, okay? So I don't hate him. I just have a disdain for certain ways that he looks at things. That is my genuine feelings towards Richter. See, look at that. Me and Deacon have the same exact reaction to Richter of having no hatred. Yet I'm like 70 years younger than him. I'm already ahead of the game. Yo, Frieren. Okay. Okay, I want to look at something real fast before they start this conversation. Why did Deacon put books on top of each other and then put that jar on top of the books? I feel like that's not inconsequential. There's definitely reasoning that Deacon did that. That didn't have no meaning whatsoever. And it's kind of interesting. Richter said to Laufen, "What's your connection with the old man?" And then it just cut off from there. I don't know if she has any real connection. I don't know if she's like his granddaughter or something. I don't think that's true, but maybe they do have some type of connection. I mean, look at Khan and Lavana. They were in the same group and they were frenemies, right? So maybe it's not super far-fetched to think that Laufen and Deacon have some type of connection. I mean, they are always together. maybe that is his granddaughter. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. There's just something kind of wholesome about Richter fixing Fern's staff, I don't know. It's nice that Frieren went out of her way to take the initiative and, obviously get it fixed, but there's just something about Richter doing it. I think that's really valuable for his character. That's nice. I'm glad that it wasn't just some random shopkeep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it, but I do like that decision. That's so nice of Stark, too, to take Fern out for a late dinner, dude, to make her feel better. That's so nice of... Oh my god, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Because she's holding 2 and then Stark's holding 8? And I'm pretty sure Stark didn't eat any of those. I don't think this one can be fixed with snacks, unfortunately. Aww. She's always using her most powerful techniques. She's got to stop doing this. This technique is too powerful, dude. In the middle of the street is crazy. Like, look at this technique. This is literally such a powerful technique. It's crazy. I'm never going to stop that joke, by the way. If you guys are tired of it, I'm never going to stop. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. It's just the truth. This is a really common occurrence. I'll say that Frieren is obviously learning and improving her understanding of Fern, and they're getting better about it. But this is a really common occurrence with Fern where she jumps to conclusions way too quickly. I mean, obviously there's been some like real concern, like with Stark and his hand on Fern's shoulder being too tight and things like that. His power just being too much, him not holding himself back or whatever, you get what I'm saying. But Fern does jump to conclusions a lot without actually thinking that the other person can do something right by her. Does that make sense? I think that everyone's getting better about being around each other and understanding each other's personalities and their emotions and things like that, but I think they still have a way to go. But I do think that things are starting to fall into place a bit more, and I think that the next time something like this happens, I would love to see Fern not jump to conclusions immediately based on the comment that Frieren makes, and instead feel like it's a possibility that Frieren will do the right thing regardless, right? Does that make sense? I don't know. That probably doesn't make sense, but I think you guys, I love the development. The TLDR development is good. Character development, great. Wonderful. All right. I could sum up so many things by just saying stuff like that instead of being nonsensical. Oh my god, Hyter jump scare. So I've never thought about this, but how do you guys think Frieren sleeps on her side like that? Like, do you think her ear, like, do you think she tucks the ear inward, or do you think she lets it lay flat? I assume she lets it lay flat, but do you think that it do you think it hurts more? Like, does it, you know what I mean? Have you guys ever thought about how elves sleep on their sides, like how their ears work? Know what I mean? I think about things like this, you know? Yo, me too, Frieren. I'm tired. Me too. Oh god, what's that song? You guys know that song? The song, you guys ever seen Pop Star with, what's his name from not Long Island, what's it called? The Island Boys? No, what? Lonely Island. You guys ever seen that movie with Lonely Island, where it's like Pop Star? The song that they did with Michael Bolton? You know? I'm not gonna, you know what? That's an inside joke. Only the people who have seen it will understand the joke. Okay? So I'm not gonna give any more emphasis on that. Anyways, an incredible mind is what I was getting at. See, why would you cover her up, Fern? You know she's just gonna wake up in the morning on the ground halfway, like her back's gonna be cracked. You already know this. Oh my god, that was fast. Okay. Well, that was fast. Okay. No, I'm cool with this. I mean, I don't mind it. I didn't expect them to start it so soon. I thought there would be like a little bit of a hiatus or a little bit of time in between, but I guess not. All right, let's jump in. What's your name, Glasses? What? Bro, I feel like they are gatekeeping this guy's name. Like, they've definitely not said his name yet, have they? Maybe they have. But I feel like they're gatekeeping it at this point, dude. Why are you showing me these derpy-ass, crone-ass... Sorry, I'm being disrespectful to the crone. I'm so sorry. Oh, so it was 12. Okay, so I was right. I said it was either 8 or 12 because I had, like, looked at them very briefly. Thank goodness I was right, because I did not count them. Are you kidding me? Serie is gonna proctor the third test, dude? I thought there'd be, like, a third and fourth. Like, I thought there'd be a third test to, like, weave out the last, like, what I say before, like 4 or 5 or something, like the last 4 or 5, and then Serie would be like the final one where you meet her, and then she decides if you are deserving of that, like, the cert, or deserving of getting that spell from her, you know? This is not what I expected. I didn't expect the third test to just be overtaken by her. Now, I have even more questions about Glasses Guy. I want to look up, like, what his name is, but at the same time, I don't want spoilers, because, like, I can't remember when they brought up his name. They had to bring his name up, like, one time, one time, and I just can't remember it. And that bothers me, dude. Like, who is the guy with gray hair, too? He's the only other one who we don't know, who we have met before. We met him. I do think we did learn his name, though. I think, or at the very least, we saw him at the beginning because he's the one who saw the Holy Emblem when Frieren showed it to him. Yeah, but this is not the direction I expected this to go. I didn't expect Serie to, like, take over the third test, okay? I guess it makes sense. I mean, with Frieren being so powerful, like she explained it, sure. Oh, that's Learning! That's the guy that created the golem, right? I'm trying to remember. I'm literally searching in my brain right now through all of my memories. I think so. I'm gonna say yeah. Doesn't matter if I'm wrong. I'm resolute. Oh my god. So of course Serie is not suppressing hers, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Let me get a good screen cap for you guys. Look at this. Bro, that is literally... So we've only seen Frieren release her mana one time when she fought Aura, I think. I don't think she's released it another time outside of that. Like, in modern day, I mean. I think we've seen it when she was with Flamma, but I don't think we've seen her release it. So, I would say that's about equal. Yeah, that's pretty close. I would even say Frieren might have more, to be fair. But then again, we have learned many times that the amount of mana does not equal prowess, or like combat, right? Or like who's stronger, because we've learned many a time that less mana, you can still beat a mage with more mana. Like, that doesn't determine how powerful a mage is. So, but it can, obviously, because, you know. His name is Fausch. Dude, we're learning stuff. How do you say his name? Say it one more time. I'm going to say Fausch. I know that's not right, but I can't do her exact pronunciation. So, Fausch, okay. Is he stupid? Is he dumb? Bro, Four Eyes is about to get another extra eye, dude. He's so dumb. What the hell is he talking about? Okay, maybe this is like a thing to like pivot or to... Maybe this is a thing to like enhance what she had said. So apparently Serie was saying, oh, the current first class mages already don't do well at cooperating. Like they already do bad at working together or whatever. So maybe this is what they're trying to imply here is that Fausch is... Bro is trying to say the opposite of what Learnin is saying to like, I don't know, to say, oh, they don't cooperate or something. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make a statement here, but yo, Fausch is stupid. He's so dumb. Okay, to be fair, I'm calling him stupid from a perspective of a viewer who knows a lot and knows what I know. I know that. I'm aware of that, okay? I get that I have privileged information that Fausch doesn't, but it's like, it just feels dumb to me at this point when you know everything you know about Frieren. Even in universe, if I was one of these first class mages, even I would think she has substantially more mana than what she's showing because everything I know about her already. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? You guys know? You get it? You feel me? I just think he's stupid. Why is that the first introduction we get of this guy? Well, he's not the first introduction, but it's the first time we learned his name. And it's him being stupid. Like, that bothers me. Whatever. And, oh, really? Really? Even if it were possible, it would take an extraordinary amount of time to master. You stupid, dumbass, four-eyed piece of garbage. What do you think she is? 53 years old or something, dude? She's 1,000. She's 1,000. If 1,000 years is not extraordinary amount of time, then I don't know what is. I'm getting too heated. I am honest to God getting heated right now at this guy. I'm sorry. I gotta relax, dude. Like, I gotta calm myself down. Just play. Just go. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. Maybe I am. I don't know. One sec. I'm gonna waste my own time, but I want to see her reach for that T, dude. I just saw how big the chair is. Can I just see her reach for that T one more time? Because that chair is massive compared to her, dude. How is she able to reach that? You know they animated it this way because you know she's not able to reach that normally. If they would have showed it from a front view, she would not have been able to reach that T, dude. Not at all. No way. She can't reach that T. I'm just saying. Whatever. I needed something to calm me down, okay? I had to say something funny. Look, there's no way, dude. That T was way over there. She would have had to reach, you know? Oh my god. Oh my god, they animated the toe. Why did they animate the toe in the corner of the screen? Wait, look, why did they animate the toe moving? Bro, you know bro wants to look so bad. Fausch wants to glance, but he knows he's gonna be judged if he does. Oh my god, why would they put the foot in the corner like that and just animate the toe moving? Oh god. Oh, dude. That shouldn't have been as funny as it was, but god, okay, sorry. I'm back. I'm locked in. Oh. She moved the toe. That's so dumb. That's so stupid. Oh, it's... Okay, sorry. Alright, keep going. Yeah, see this. That. I remember that's the moment when she was fighting with Aura. Right there, and then she, like, blasted her mana out. Yeah. Okay. Wait, Learnin's the first class mage? Why does he look petrified here? Why does he look like he's traumatized? Oh, because he's a timid boy, I guess? I don't know, but he looks like he's been through it. What did she do to him? My god. Oh, I was right. In the opening, she is using her hair to put the coat on. Let's go. High five. Another theory confirmed. Nice. Dude, bro, I should just rename my channel to MatPat at this point. Bro, my theories are just getting confirmed, dude. I might be the reincarnation of MatPat, I think. Call me a little wacky, but I think I might be. Why is she so harsh on him, dude? He's the first class mage ever, according to her, right? Like, Serie is just over here talking shit because he's a human, because he's gonna die soon, and like, even if you were powerful enough, like, to fight Frieren, like, it's just too late for you, like, you're too old, like, why is she talking to him like that? That's so rude. She's so mean. So you're telling me after all this time, after all the training she did with Flamma, like, she still is... That's crazy. Alright. Wait, what? Oh my god, don't tell me that she's been suppressing her mana too, and that Seria's mana is so massive that it's like 10 times the size of Frieren's. That's wild if so. She's so mean though. You know what's funny though? She said, what'd she say? She said, it's so disappointing. This is why I never take on like human students or whatever. But every single student, or not student, every single mage that she has in her thing here is a human. Like, I don't think there's a single other elf a part of her mage exam, as far as I know. Maybe Frieren's probably the first, would be my guess. There might be another one, but we haven't met any other elves other than Serie now, Kraft, and Frieren. So, you know? Oh, wait, the third test will be an interview with... Oh, okay, so they're going on a job interview. Cool. Dang, I feel bad for learning, dude. I really do. Like, he knew what he was talking about. He was respectful. Like, man, dang, I feel bad for him. Oh, is Kana up first? Well, I guess let's see if she passes. I'm assuming... Okay, so everything we know about Serie, I'm assuming it's not going to be completely combat-based. It's probably going to be some type of psychological battle, would be my guess. I don't think she's just going to, like, 1v1 them. I don't think so. My guess is she's going to try to break down their character and attempt to understand them, to try to see if they're worthy of being a part of her mage repertoire or whatever, you know? That'd be my guess. What? She failed her immediately? Alright, well that was... Okay, to be fair, everyone that she's failing, it's not surprising. Because I know that, you know, these are all, like, side characters. None of these are, you know... Oh, okay, I assumed Frieren would be last, but I guess not. So, pretty much... Oh, wait, so let's go through these. Who failed? I'm pretty sure it was, like, Edda, the guy with the mustache, Bly, right? Or Dunst? I don't remember. And then it was, Kana, Laufin, I said Edda, and then Scarf, right? So yeah, him, Laufin failed, and then Scarf failed, Edda, and then Frieren pops in. Yeah, so that doesn't surprise me. I'm not surprised by this because I'm pretty sure Ubel, Land, Warble, Frieren, Fern, and Methode are probably going to be some of the bigger names here. So that, I've pretty much thought that for a while now, so that I'm not that surprised. Oh, and Deacon. Sorry, Deacon too. And I'm sure I forgot somebody else. Who knows? I always do. Bro, she just wants to go to the Northern Land. She don't even give a crap about this. Let's just put that out there. Frieren doesn't care about any of this. She doesn't care about the bureaucracy, dude. She just wants to go to the Northern Land so that way she can get to the Demon King's castle again like she did 80 years ago. That's all she wants. Oh god, here she goes, dude. I knew it. I knew that's what she would say. Wait, what? Okay. I'm gonna let this play out. Okay. Oh my god, Himmel got saved by the weird elf lady in the forest and immediately came back to recruit her like 10 years later. Of course he did. Of course that's a Himmel thing to do. You know what I mean? So this whole time, Frieren ran into Himmel when he was a kid and showed him the bed of flower spell that he loved so much. Honestly, it makes a lot more sense now. It now makes a lot more sense, okay? So he didn't just randomly find an elf in the woods to join his party. It was planned. He sought her out specifically. All because she showed him a bed of flowers and pointed in the direction of his village. Yeah, just add more lore. Make me cry more. Do that. Thanks. You know what's crazy? All of this ties back to... Also, Frieren said she doubts she'll be able to fell Fern. I agree. Fern is amazing. She deserves that first class title. The thing with him, like, it goes so deep too, with Flamma being the one that teached. The hell am I doing? I need to like go through the 23andMe family tree. It started with Flamma, who taught Frieren a spell to create a bed of flowers that is Flamma's favorite spell, that turned into Frieren's favorite spell, that turned into Himmel's favorite spell because Frieren showed Himmel the bed of flowers, and it's just like, it just spider webs out, you know? Because then you get like a branch off of it with Heiter that showed Fern a spell to create butterflies, which is not a bed of flowers, but you know, it's pretty much on the same, I guess, kind of wavelength, right? And then we go from Flamma, go one up with her with Serie, who her favorite spell wasn't a bed of flowers, but it was like the ideals of Serie were completely 180 of Flamma, but Flamma created her own worldview and her own way of seeing things and wanting things to be So Flamma made sure her ideals never changed, even with the influence of Serie. She always maintained that bed of flowers, you know? Is that a dorky way of putting this? It is good, though. It is very, very good. I like that one spell always coming back, because it shows that it's not, like, it doesn't even matter that it creates flowers. That's irrelevant. Like, the more I learn about that one's particular spell, like, nobody even gives a crap about the flowers. It's never the flowers that people care about. It's the lore that comes with that specific spell and the emotional attachment that that spell has to those who see it within this, like, sphere of, you know, Frieren, Himmel, Fern, whatever. It's the emotional attachment. It's not even necessarily the specific flowers being spawned, you know? And it's just, even obviously we know that Himmel has a favorite flower and everything, but you know what I mean. It's very nice that it's a nice little callback, that's all. It's a nice little callback. And Serie, you better not fail Fern, okay? Because if you do, we only have one more episode left in the season, so if you fail Fern, then we're gonna have... I don't know. Alright, you can't do it. Because then we're gonna be here for longer, and it's like, okay, you know that Frieren is way more powerful enough. No, I could say that better. You know that Frieren is more than powerful enough to handle the Northern Lands. You know that she is way beyond any other first-class mage you have in your little cult, right? Has anybody ever called it a cult before as a joke? I don't know, probably. Like, you know she's more than powerful enough. She has what it takes to be a first-class mage. You're literally hindering her for no reason, which is so disrespectful to Frieren and all the things she's done. Even though I know how Serie thinks, but I digress, okay? Don't worry about it. One of them deserved to pass, if not both of them, and it just feels disrespectful to not let them pass when they both deserve it, is what I'm getting at. That's not true at all. You stupid dude, she ain't frozen. She's on fire. Or something. I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm gonna let this play now. So she immediately recognized that it's fluctuating, which Learning couldn't do in all of his years of being the first-class mage. That's a really good way of doing that, I think. That's a really good creative direction for the creators to showcase that Fern is beyond what Serie thought she would be. So that's cool. That's a good way to showcase that. You know she's not going to abandon Frieren. Of course not. She wouldn't do that. I knew it. I told you, dude. She ain't abandoning Frieren. You crazy? All of you who thought that are insane, dude. You know she would never abandon Frieren. Let's go. Fern passed, dude. I'm so proud of her. She works so hard. I'm so proud. We still got to go through Methode and Wurbel and Ubel. Oh god, the Ubel face down. We only have one more episode. Wait a minute. Wait, we only have... The finale is literally gonna just be passing or failing the mages. So I was right. So the end of the CMA is basically just gonna be the end of season 1. Okay. No, I'm for it. I mean, I was right on the ball, I guess. All right. I do not think Frieren is gonna maintain that fail status. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if it's gonna get reversed or what, but I don't know. Maybe like logistically, maybe in the books she'll be a failure. But let's be honest. Frieren is way beyond a first-class mage. We know this. I think that was a fantastic episode. I say that every time. It's never anything new. But it was really good, especially with the Richter fixing Fern's staff. I like how they tied him into the whole thing. I am happy that Fern passed, of course. You know, she deserved it. Kind of cool that she picked up on the fluctuation immediately. Which, again, the implications of that are absolutely astronomical. That means that if she is suppressing her mana, and we've seen how much mana Serie appears to have, that means that it's no small amount. I mean, it's substantial. I gotta say, I hope one day she releases it. I would love to see a Serie fight. Oh my god. I bet that goes crazy. I bet it does. Oh, we finally got confirmation that it was the hair of Sensei that was putting on her coat in the opening. Let's see, anything else, really? I mean, really, it was just them going around town doing their thing. We learned that Fausch is annoying, and I don't want to deal with him anymore because he's dumb. I got too heated. I'm not that upset at him, but it is wild to me that I feel like he did that just to oppose learning. That's what it feels like. I feel like he didn't even say that based on his own research. I felt like he did that just to oppose learning, but we skipped over his stuff and went straight to Serie, which was wild. So, almost everybody failed. We only have a couple more left to see if they fail or pass. We'll learn that next time probably. But on top of that, it being the final episode, what else could there be. Maybe it's going to end with them, like, I mean, it has to, okay, hold up. If it's the final episode, it has to end off on a way that prepares us for season 2, but also isn't like a straight cliffhanger. Like, I doubt it's going to be like the start of a fight or something, right? Like, there's not going to be a demon that comes out of nowhere and then is like, next time on season 2, like, months later, right? Or like a year, 2 years later, whenever season 2 came out. It was a while, wasn't it? The Frieren heads can tell me, but I think it was a while. I think it was like 2025, 2026 when it came out. Did it come out this year? It did. Yeah, because season 2 ended just a few months ago. So 2 years. Almost 2 years. October of 2027 is when season 3 comes out, I think, right? Anyways, I don't know, man. There's a lot we could talk about here. Like, there was a lot of stuff. Like, there's just not much I can really speak on with Serie, because I feel like there's a lot we still don't know about her. There's still a lot I want to learn about her as well, but I don't think that we're going to get too much more information. I feel like once we leave the CMA, she's going to kind of be pushed in the background as like a minuscule character, or like more like a side character. I don't think she's going to be as important. But the fact that she was Flama's master just tells me that if need be, they could bring her back and probably have some massive lore associated with her, because she definitely had a lot of time with Flama in the early days, for sure. Alright, well, that was fan-freaking-tastic. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Remember to like the video. Subscribe if you're new here. Next time will be Frieren episode 28, the season finale of Frieren season 1. I'm very excited. I'm so excited to finally finish season 1. For those of you that don't know, I guess for those of you who are finding this video kind of late, I've been watching Frieren, and actually I had this pulled up earlier because I was updating my anime list. I'll give you guys the exact number. I think it's 112. Let me get the exact number. So I've been watching Frieren for 112 days. I started it on February 9th, 2026. 112 days I've been watching the first season of Frieren. You know, I didn't mean to put this much time into it. Like, I meant to, finish this over the course of like a month, right? And like 30 days or less. And somehow it turned into over 3 months. But I promise you I will finish it before it hits a 4th month, dude. I will 100% finish it before it hits a 4th month. That's unfortunate. I do apologize for that one particular thing. Or I do apologize that it has taken me this long. It really does suck because it was not intentional. But I also didn't expect the channel to take off the way it did with the first episode of Frieren getting the amount of views it did. So I really was not prepared for it, dude. I thought when I first started this channel, I made the channel so that I could just make content like revolving around anime or just like things I learned. Like, originally this channel was gonna just be things I learned. Like, the first video on this channel ever was me covering a guy from SeaWorld named Tom the Mime. I was just gonna talk about things, right? Like, I already had a couple other videos planned. Like, I have an octopus video planned. I've talked about it before. Like, I already wrote the script. I think I've recorded it too, but I don't think I've done like I haven't edited it yet. But anyways, the point being, the whole point of this channel was not to dedicate it purely to anime, even though I love anime. I've loved anime for a long time. I've watched a lot of anime over the years. That was not like the core idea for this channel. It was just for me to talk about things I enjoyed and just share things I was interested in, which is just random things. I'm just interested in random things. But it somehow turned into me making videos on Frieren and things like that. And it's been great. It's been great. I just feel bad because I haven't been able to give you guys enough content to, I guess, make it seem like this channel is on par with some of the other big guns, some of the other big ones out there, I guess, or something. I don't know. I'm not that self-conscious about it. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm making content at my own pace. I've said this before. The only person I've said it before. I showed the meme in like episode 20, one of the 20s. And it was just like, it's just me in the mirror, dude. The only competition is me. Like, I only compete with myself. I don't care what other people do. I'm literally just here for me. And obviously you guys. I love having everyone here watching with me. But, when it comes to like other content creators, like I don't compare myself to anyone. I never have and never will. That's just not my personality. I don't care what other people think of me. I don't compare myself to other people in that way because it's like, who cares? Like, be happy, do your own thing, As long as you're not doing anything that hurts other people or doing anything immoral. I don't know if that's a good way to describe that. That's just me, man. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble on there, but it's just been going on for a long time. I obviously want to make sure that you guys know that I am aware of that fact, and I'm And I'm glad that so many of you have stuck with me for so long and maintained, like, I've maintained a lot of the same audience throughout the entire series, and I very much appreciate that. And I would probably still be making these videos even if I got 1 view. I'll be honest about that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like the views are the only thing keeping me going. It's really not. Like, I've been enjoying Frieren genuinely, and I would probably continue to make videos on it. So it's not something I do just for views, but a lot of people do. And that's a good thing. Obviously, if it's like your career or something, you always want to keep pushing those numbers up and gaining numbers and blah blah blah. And you guys have heard it all before, but you know I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your time. If you did enjoy, I would love a like. I would love a like. Nobody says that. That's so dumb. Yeah, subscribe if you want. It's pretty cool channel, I think. Animate content, things like that. I'll see you all at the season finale of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
You already know who to try, and if you're real